Dana joins us now on a busy weather day. New Hampshire with some severe weather. We have pockets of at least some stronger storms we're keeping an eye on, though.
Exactly. There was actually a confirmed tornado in Keene, New Hampshire earlier today, but the storms that are moving through our area much less severe. We can take a look at that on the radar. Here you can see a pretty wide rain shield. That's this wider area of rain going through northern and eastern Maine. Any severe storms would be this line that we're looking at closer to the greater Portland area. But overall, these storms up here could have some heavy rainfall and some lightning associated with them, but the risk of severe weather is relatively low. And then there's this cell here going through the Bath area that has some lightning, but it is not currently severe at this time. And as we continue to go into the evening, the threat for severe weather does diminish. Temperature-wise, some places a little bit warmer, like in southern Maine in the mid-80s, much cooler, like 69 in Millinocket up in the mountains. And that has to do with just how much rain and how much cloud cover they've seen during the day. But something that's not low is the dew points. 76 in Portsmouth, 76 in Sanford. That is very moist, very humid air, which has to do with some of the severe storms from earlier. So it's going to be a sticky one out there today. And thanks to those higher temperatures and the dew point, we do have a heat advisory in effect for today and for tomorrow in the greater Portland area and south of that. And so tomorrow will be a good day to visit any of those cooling centers or use your air conditioning if you have access to it. Now, as we get into the overnight hours tonight, as we get into later dinner time, that's when those storms are really going to move out of our area, and it'll be dry overnight. As we get into early tomorrow morning, mostly clear, but just some fog up in the mountains as we get into the early morning that will burn off relatively quickly. And then Friday is going to be a dry day, but it's going to be hot and humid, like the heat advisory attests to, but high pressure will be in control. And then we move into the evening hours. This model here has a couple of showers going through the county, but otherwise everyone else remains mostly dry. And then as we get into Saturday, we do have a little bit of a model fight here. In some models, like this one, has Saturday being a mostly dry day with just some showers in the afternoon, but some of the wider range models have it being a little bit rainier. So as we get closer to Saturday, we'll have some more information on that. Seas 2 to 5 feet, a bit windy, water at 65, and there is a small craft advisory that's been issued until Friday at midnight. So for today, we'll keep an eye on that severe weather, but as we go through the next couple of hours, but it'll diminish as we go into the overnight. And then tomorrow, the story is going to be hot and humid. And then as we get into Saturday, that's when we'll have another system that's going to move through that will give us some rain showers. Exactly the timing of that we can talk about when we get closer to Saturday. And then as we get into next week, the humidity is really going to take a tumble, as will the temperatures. Will actually be dropping down to below average for this time of year for most of next week. And the rain chances are relatively low as well, just a couple showers possible on Monday. So Brian, it's a busy weather week, it's a diverse weather week, but we'll keep a look at those severe storms for the next few hours.
And we'll soak up the warm air tomorrow before it all changes. All right, Dana, thanks.